Be an over welcome guest here in this community.
Yeah, that looks good. That's probably good. Hi, Chris. Yeah, we found a really cool seep on the last dive. It was essentially we were going along a wall on the side of a canyon, and it was just a array of small pockets of white bacterial mat and fissures out of the otherwise very hard rock. We didn't see any macrofauna or megafauna associated with the seep, only the microbial mat itself. You might have been on that, might have been up for that dive though.
Oh, it is jello-y.
Hi, Carrie. Yeah, we found a seep on dive 1820 as well. So 1819, 1820, and 1821 have all been seeperific.
The technical term.
Or
Is
seeper.
that in the Oxford Dictionary?
I think it's right next to seeper, which is like super, but better.
Oh, that's right. I was in an oral exam. That's right.
Well, no doubt we were having more fun than you were then. I hope it was.
Well, certainly than the student.
Andrew, is the telestrator working again?
It is. It's sometimes,
Laggy.
well, it's laggy and sometimes misplaced.
Oh. Okay,
But at the moment it's working. So it's been off and on, but mostly on-ish.
okay. Thank you.
No, thank you. It's really nice to have. It's been great.
Yay,
Yay,
Jess.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, the persistence though, good job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Uh, 125.
Thanks, Susie.
I thought that was like an advanced tennis move or something that like only the pros do, the backhand twist. Very impressive. Yeah.
Oh. Which one do you hit then? You just go back to dive. Okay.
So now what I'd like to do is I'd like to just do a surface slurp on to get some more of these snails and stuff. Not sure if it'll be easier to reposition or not to get it, but just like a little area right about like, okay, I did not think that was the arrow. Let's try that again. Like just slurping that little area right there would be great. Or if it'd be easier to pick up, we could slurp over there, whatever's your preference.
Can we have bucket cam when you get a chance, please?
Yeah, I think we should flush it. I don't think we've ran into the seafloor since the last time we did a slurp, but
Yeah, and so after we flush, the slurp jar you'll aim for is number 3.
so is one of the criteria for working in the control van not being named Roger? Because that would be incredibly confusing.
When we're on the ROPOS team, we had a guy named Roger. And there was a lot of Roger jokes.
I can only imagine.
But yeah, it gets old really fast.
Yeah, I have a friend named Marco, and I said Marco Polo to him once, and I just got this straight face of absolutely no amusement at all. So. Apparently it was a rough childhood having that name, at least at pool parties.
So what are we going for?
Number 3.
Yes, number 3.
That'd be 1,
Isn't that a beautiful microbial mat? Some clams.
3. That's 4. Could they make that any more violent?
2.5.
So, sorry.
Yeah, let's use 4 for this particular task. We'll get some large critters later in it, which it won't matter if there's any schmutz.
I can't read that from here. What's it say? That's 3. So we're going to 4.
Wait, Andrew, did you say you wanted to use slurp jar number 4?
I did say that.
Okay, cool.
Oh, what really doesn't have much to do with it. How's that? You want to go further? Okay, I'll go closer. How's that? I have more lens.
All right.
Look at all those little critters.
So all those little teeny things are all little gastropods?
Yeah.
Wow. So many.
And they ate up all the mat.
They ate all the mat.
Yep.
The grazing prevanids.
Yeah, just the top layer, like the top centimeter or so. A little more.
Yeah.
For some reason, like I hate vacuuming my house, but vacuuming the seafloor just looks so much fun.
I think this is like the ROV version of killing dots in multi-beam. Just like
Yeah.
gently scrape it for an hour.
Okay, I think that's plenty. So did you just call him something other than Roger? Or did you... Roger, your name is now Sven for the entire rest of this voyage.
Sven.
So next we're going to continue our quest for pancakes. So the bright white patch on the high pot.
All right, it's gonna be a 138.
One thing we saw in the last watch was if we look at the, we can actually see the microbial mat on the radar.
Oh yeah?
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Ready to go? I think it's gonna be about 40 meters. Let me check.
You see that cloud coming in from the, well, you can't miss it now. Where's that coming from?
Is that the other ROV sampling the mat?
Yeah, because it's coming from somewhere else.
Yeah, I almost wonder if there's episodic blowouts or something like that here. Either that or a fish that swam straight headfirst into the muck.
Oh,
A
we've seen a lot
soul
of that.
that was just feeling very feisty. and
138.
floppy.
Or one of those large sablefish.
Roger. Andrew, I'll look off the side for you if you want, or if you want me to. Would you like a side view or a front-facing view?
A little more front view would be great. But
Okay, well, that's easier for me.
that's perfect for me. That works for you.
Oh yeah, no, this is the best for me. So.
Nice eel pout.
Does that look like a turn?
I don't think so. It kind of looks, I can't tell if it's a turn or if it's just kinked. I think it might just be kinked because it looks like it'll unfold that way. That's a cool texture.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, actually. Nice pattern.
Should be around there as well.
Can we look? Yeah, can we look up a little bit where that might be the end of the seat? We did a nav reset at one point.
You want me to stay on this white mat here?
Maybe go a little bit farther, and then we'll probably be either to the right or the left,
Further
which I know is superb directions. It's going to be one of the 360 degrees.
Andrew, so you want a little further ahead and then to
Yes, please.
around?
Yeah.
It's a good word that it might be
Ooh, lots of fish.
easier to find relatively than from the target.
There were a lot of fish earlier when we first found the sink.
I think a sablefish actually tried to attack the sub. Get lost.
Oh no.
What? Did it lose or did it just surrender?
It just surrendered.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so I think we're at the far side of the mat. So let's turn back.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was quite a big offset when we did one of the resets.
Yes, feel frustrations. Bridge nav hold position. Is that the bright white?
That is pretty bright white. It's not the exact one we were looking at, but I think it might be the same. Carrie, what do you think?
I agree. It's kind of a different hue to it that is much denser.
Almost looks like it's had a blowout or two from it.
Would you like me to land and take some images, or?
Carrie, what do you think? Do you think this is someplace you might want to sample? Should we zoom in, or should we keep looking for the other pancake?
You know, I think this is the similar thing as the last pancake, so we can take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Sure.
Ah, nice thorny head.
All right, Al, you want to push in there partial? Oh, the fish is just burying himself in that snow.
Nice.
What do you think, Carrie?
Yeah, it looks bigger than the other pancake, right? It just has, as you say, some blowout areas.
Yeah.
Because do you want to move to the other side at some point? So perhaps we should just go for this.
Sounds good. I'll bet it has some really anoxic and good mat underneath. So, yeah, so
Yeah, it definitely looks thick.
so Jess, if we can do a big scoop of this.
Big scoop. Roger.
Big scoop.
Okay, go ahead and come forward there, Al. And it's my understanding we only have one scoop on this vehicle right now?
Correct.
Do you know where it's located?
It'll probably be the starboard F, I believe.
Okay, sure.
We should see the floats. Check out how soft we are.
No, I like what you can see the little, on the right-hand side, the gradation going from the mat to some of the different beds, the infrared beds, and then going up. I can only imagine what the subsurface plumbing of this site looks like.
Yeah.
Those look quite bright in the distance there too on the port. Wow, that's some soft stuff. I think I gave the arm a mud mask there.
Yep. Need some self-care right now.
And so with this scoop, we want to get as much sort of the mud as intact as possible, so we don't want to shake it out to get the fines out or anything.
Okay, no shaking.
And I don't know whether it'd be easier to do that and put it in one of the forward bio box components rather than back into the starboard bio box.
Oh yeah, we have both forward bio box sections open, so that's definitely
we have nothing in any of the bio boxes yet, so
yeah.
It might actually be easier for us to get it into the starboard.
Great.
Thinking about going over these push cores, having the kind of the bag blowing in our face. It might actually occlude our visibility and make it harder to put it away quickly.
Not to mention it may just constantly put a little cloud of mud in front of the camera throughout the rest of the dive.
Again, we are going for mud masks here, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Spa day for a vehicle.
Well, there's been lots of vehicle washing, so, or car wash, so.
Yeah, it looks like F. Sorry, I'm just going to see if I can get a little bit better viz here. The float didn't come up. Yeah, I think it must have gotten shifted around so that the monkey's fist is now buried in the side of the box.
So Carrie, to answer your question, I can't remember the mechanism symbiosis between for the Alvinaconcha and Ephemeria snails.
Yeah.
Oh, you silly scoop. That monkey's fist was over on the other side. I think we can actually leave it open. Do we have any samples in this tray right now?
No,
No.
nothing.
Yeah, I think we're good to leave it open, Kim. Thanks, Kim. Oops, sorry. On the front porch to turn it around? No, sticky fingers is there. Andrew, it's okay if I put it in the sediment right by where we're going to sample and then kind of get a good grip on it?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Catch it. And I start swiddling. Yeah, that'd be a pirate move, that.
That would be amazing.
Cool. Working up to that, guys.
Midwater catch.
Water cat.
You should probably be flying when you do it too.
Yeah, I think I've already seen you do that with a sponge.
Yeah.
That would be tossing the pancake.
Like quicksand. This.
This might get sucked in.
Don't like this grip very much. This one. All right, Andrew, how much you want of this guy? You want the whole thing?
Carrie, what are your thoughts?
Yes, please.
Yep.
Oh, whole thing.
All of it.
As
No,
much as possible.
just as much as the scoop, as much as you can scoop up.
And Carrie, you want it pretty deep too, right? Not just the surface?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty deep. Okay, so kind of more like this here. Just.
Yeah.
Stuff is so weird.
Pitch way down.
It's like pudding.
Oh, it's almost like the mat just wants to peel off the top.
Go for another one. Al, you want to push in there a bit, please? That's great. I'll make sure I get you extra toppings in here.
Instead of a pancake,
Yes,
it's
please.
more
I
like,
love the topping.
reminds me of flan.
I
think it's more like flan that's sat out on the counter for about 3 weeks.
Oh, it's so weird. Nice.
You want another scoop
Oh,
or?
that's a nice piece.
Yeah, I think another scoop.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Can you add some jimmies?
Totally want to see what this looks like when it comes up. Like
You know,
jelly.
will probably just disintegrate.
Yeah.
It totally reminds me of those videos of like cutting up whale blubber.
I mean, look how thick that is, that top layer.
Yeah.
It's like an, you know, like an orange peel. Except that it's not orange and it's not dimpled.
So exactly like it.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Awesome.
What do you think, Carrie? One more scoop or?
You know, that's probably good. We don't want to lose what's in there already.
Yeah. Great. So yeah, let's call that good then.
I suppose this doesn't have a big bag coming off the bottom of it, so it could also be stowed in the forward. We might have more space in starboard, sorry, scratch that.
Oh man, I don't know if I can handle the emotional stress. Just gonna go around to the starboards. I'm gonna have to close my eyes. Let me know when it's over.
All right, I'll let you know. All right, Al, you want to come wide there? So that's good on the sample?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Aaron, close your eyes. Okay.
I was just thinking about how those vomit bags they give you at the hospital if you're not feeling well would be perfect for this kind of stuff with the little bags on the back. You can put a scooper on it.
Switch them out.
Yeah. You just get a little dispenser on the front of the sub, just pull one out, take a sample, huck it in a bio box. I have a feeling I'm not going to get invited back.
I was wondering where you were going with that. Just says vomit, and I'm like,
Well, if you ate flan that looked like that, I'm pretty sure that's where it would be going.
Can hit the button. Sample.
Oh.
I just can't read your mind like Kim. He knows exactly what has to happen.
I'm just hoping that the thrusters won't actually take out some of the stuff, take out some of the soft sediment from this sample. Yeah, you want to kill the vert?
That's
We can just zero the Z bias here. There's actually a spare relay for the, I think actually it'll be all right. on something. I can just let it go, hey?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
lovely.
So Carrie, thinking about this, to look at the microbial community in there, I just take a subsample of the big bag of frozen mud, or should I take a core next to this? What do you think?
Do you want to keep the last core for the second site
I was thinking
and
that.
just take a subsample?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could
Okay.
we just zoom in and have a look at the microbial map left here at the edges?
Sure. Go ahead, Al.
Wow, that is so thick.
Yeah, it's
Can
really
you pan
thick.
right a little bit?
Sorry?
Can you pan right a little bit?
Sure.
Thank you.
Is 127 correct, Susie?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, wow. Oh. Oh, thank you. That's great.
Can we, let's just hang here for another second so we can have this as some highlight footage. Maybe more highlight footage for a certain audience.
Where's the octopus? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Looks like a fur coat.
Yeah. Or a Muppet.
Oh, or a troll doll.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think that's enough time. Thank you, everyone.
Sure. Go ahead and come full wide there, Al.
Sort of reminds me, a friend of mine, Lily, is an artist, and she was invited to be on a panel about painting, and everybody on the panel really loved penguins. And Lily's specialty is transforming knowledge, or essentially creating a way to communicate things that may not be so pretty. She started painting moths, and everyone just kept on asking, well, don't you want to paint a penguin? Just so we don't stop the dive, the next thing I'd like to do is go look at the other plume, please.
Okay.
And they kept on asking Lily, don't you want to paint penguins? And finally she said, well, I might want to paint a penguin if I found it rotting on the seafloor.
She's so cool.
Yeah.
What a great answer.
Yeah. The panelists didn't really find it entertaining, but I thought it was excellent.
All right, so we're going to be going about 135 meters at 130.
130, Roger.
And there's no reason we can't do big giant steps, so we'll do 50, but we'll be able to stop if we need to. No, not so much?
Maybe just 20.
Just as like, yeah, no, okay.
135?
130.
130, Roger.
Bridge nav. Okay, we have a 20-meter step bearing 130.
And then just go over here real quick and car wash myself.
I find these big chunks of black sediment just out on the seafloor really surprising.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, what?
It's definitely just sediment. It's like not some kind of other thing, critter. So. Look at that target in there already.
And Norbit has been working for these plumes as well.
Do you guys want to fire it up? I can put it on the DP screen.
There's more, Matt.
Woohoo.
That's it. Aaron, Aaron, can we mark a waypoint here just as a
Yep,
microbial
for sure.
map?
Yep.
I think there's the pancake proper.
Is that it? So
Yeah.
it actually was where we expected it to be. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better.
I think we found a better
Yeah,
pancake.
We did?
I think so. We found one with the footprint in it.
Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
CPAN?
Not enough screens up here.
Is that an Umbellula?
You have a target here. Can you see it? Okay.
So the second site should be smaller than the first one, right?
Well, the plume was smaller, but the mat doesn't necessarily relate to the plume size.
Yeah, that's true.
Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
Are these clams?
They were at one point.
Ah,
Now they are calcium carbonate.
X clams.
Now we're getting back into these look like living clams. More living plants.
Bridge nav, another step, same bearing.
Sea pens.
Those the droopy sea pens.
So we had Meredith on late last night, and she confirmed that those are the deep Helipterus.
Helipterus.
Ah,
I can put it in the chat.
Great, thank you. More living plants.
so Helipterus is what we've been seeing on the previous dives, right? In the sanctuary and early on.
Correct. They look the same, and one of their features is that the polyps don't go all the way around.
Oh yeah, they're kind of along kind of along one side.
Right. They have the one edge is naked, I guess.
It's a cool
It's like
clam bed.
moss growing on one side of a tree.
Right.
Andrew, can you see siphons?
I believe so. They're in the right orientation.
Oh, I see. All right.
No, that's okay. Unless you'd like to, Carrie.
No, yeah, no.
I just took a look at the still camera, and yes, they did have siphons out, but not most of them were dead. Looks like there's a little patch of them that were still hanging on. Is that a halibut?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it looks like it.
Nope, just a big Dover sole.
That was a big Dover sole. So do they lose some of their color patterns, or is that just one of the within the variation when they get bigger?
Deep sea soles will go on the
They do
patterns. Yeah?
They do get lighter as they get deeper.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this would be really deep for a halibut.
Yeah.
How deep do halibut go?
Bridge, another step, same bearing.
I'm trying to do math to fathoms.
I speak fathoms too.
So we're at about 500-ish. So I would say 800 meters maybe would bottom out. 700 meters.
Okay. That's a nice little bacterial clear seepage area, although it doesn't have white mat on it, which is intriguing. More mat.
Yeah, cool.
Definitely a lot of activity between these two seeps.
It seems like the whole area here is so active. It's just the flow rate's not quite enough to have a real strong surface manifestation.
I guess that's true. It's kind of two plume sites with seep all around between. Those deer prints there.
Deer prints?
They do look like that.
Yeah, the deep sea deer.
Benthic deer.
When I was taking oceanography for the first time, for some reason, one of the concepts that I really struggled with was the biologic pump, which is quite simply the sinking of organic matter in the ocean, but it didn't click until for some reason I started thinking of it as, instead of phytoplankton, just a deer dying and sinking to the bottom of the ocean. And that's still actually how I envision the biological pump in my head, is just a deer sinking through the water column.
Oh.
So just the zombie deer walking along the seafloor.
No, Susie, it's dead.
It's dead, but it's walking?
No, there's no walking.
Then how's it making footprints?
Susie's got a point.
I stand corrected.
Do you guys have an eye on Norbit back there? Anywhere? I can kind of see it on Kim's screen. It's just,
I can see it over Kim's shoulder.
okay. It's hard to keep switching around.
Yeah. I can also throw it on another monitor. The advantage of an empty back row is
You got lots of monitors, they're all yours.
they're all mine. Got the best monitors. Okay, now we have it on 2 monitors.
Nice.
In addition to a game show, just playing off in the corner. But we don't really. Is that a hagfish off to the right?
There's a,
Might be a big hagfish.
It's an eel pout to the right.
there's
But
big.
looks like we might be getting back to the next one. Look at that nice and sulfitic sediment.
All right, within 30 meters of the point, so.
Can we stop here for a second
Oh,
and zoom in?
Eel pout.
Bridge nav, hold position.
I'd like to look over here a little bit.
Kind of like that pile of
That's great.
fuzz that grows behind the back door.
Okay, so just a clam bed with lots of living clams and stuff growing on them. Very cool.
Very good, Tom Withrow.
There's such a lot of activity.
Yeah.
The black lines of it are also really interesting.
What computer can I find Norbit on?
Norb.
Norb?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it's showing anything at the moment.
Is Norb on
So
our
that's just
KVM?
really, really
I
slow.
think so, yeah. Hold on, I can.
Ooh. Take a look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Is that string relief?
Bridge nav, hold position.
And a deep sea soul too?
Yeah, that looks like a blowout.
You know, push in there, Al.
Oh, Norbit, Al.
That's good there.
Yeah, I don't have a computer called Norbit on the KVM here.
Really? I see channel Norbit on page 4.
Can we zoom in a little bit farther in there, especially at the bottom corner
Sure. Go ahead, Al.
down here?
That's pretty interesting.
Push in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
And then down a little bit that way.
Maybe a little hard. I can get steady if you want. I can sit.
Can we actually go park in front of that?
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah, come wide there, Al.
Essentially just park where that fish is.
Excuse me, fish.
Displace.
Excuse me. Move it along.
Oh. It already got the idea.
Unlike the thorny head, which there's a thorny head that we literally poked with the manipulator arm in the last watch, and it didn't move.
No, no.
Oh, wait.
It was a,
Sitting on the
it
Okay,
was
hole.
a thorny
really...
head possum.
Okay, can we... Okay, swim away. I was going to say that was really cool, but... Yeah, so what I'm interested in is... Oh, don't look at that. Is on this side. Those things, I don't know what they are.
All right, Al, go on ahead. Come a little wide and I'll jostle the camera. All right, that's as full over as I have. Go ahead and push on in again. And what you want kind of a little bit lower in this grade?
Yeah, a little lower would be great.
Sorry about the sediment cloud.
It's okay. I like sediment clouds.
That is true.
Besides, Jess, you're not the one causing the sediment cloud that much.
I'll blame the fish.